Education is a right. We will not give up the fight. Education is a right. We will not give up the fight. Education is a right. We will not give up the fight. So I want to thank you all for keeping on the pressure, for supporting each other and making sure that this government remembers that we are the students. Who's the students? We're the students. And we, the students, will not back down.
When we put together our rally back on the 25th, the first thing we said was, we want to make sure this isn't a one-and-done thing. We want to make sure that the government knows the pressure is being kept up.
Now, a tuition fee cut is a great victory, but I'm not just here for a slice of cake. I want the whole damn thing. And we are going to take this government all the frickin' way, because I'm not going to, stand for tuition fee cuts. I want free education for every single person.
Why is everybody out here?
We're out here protesting today because we're very upset about what the government of Ontario has done in terms of OSAP.
Yeah, so students across the province actually organized a day of action to respond to the cuts that the government made related to the Ontario Student Assistance Program.
The students united will never be defeated. The students united will never be defeated.
Students and our families are not going to stop fighting and continuing to work to make sure that we all have access to education and that we all get to participate in our economy and our society on an equal basis.
They still don't understand that student unions and campus groups and academic advocacy and food banks and campus press are crucial for students. I know that we will win, and I know that we're going to protect our rights. I know that we're going to win because the changes that were made to OSAP in 2017 were the result of students organizing.
How are these changes going to affect students in the short term and the long term?
Well, in the short term, people are going to find immediately that they're going to have to pay thousands more for their education than they were expecting to this year.
They are going to take out more student loans as opposed to having non-repayable grants. What that means is that in the long run, when we graduate, we're going to be paying back those loans with interest.
Hey, ho, ho! Our tax on students got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Our tax on students!
That interest is going to start racketing up immediately after graduation. If they don't have a job lined up, and even if they do, the only way that you can pay down your loans without interest is if you have no life expenses at graduation. And that's just not happening.
Free education! Now!
These actions actually do make a change, and we saw that because on Friday the minister came out and said, you know what, transit passes are a mandatory thing. They shouldn't be part of the Student Choice Initiative. And changes like that really indicate to people that if we mobilize and we educate people and we have those conversations, we can show the government that, you know what, you're not guaranteed the next election.
When we keep up the pressure and we keep on coming out on these protests and these marches, these demonstrations, that the government of Ontario will listen and they will fold.
If you could say one thing to Premier Ford or Minister Fulton, what would you say?
I think that they picked a fight with the wrong people. I don't quite think that they fully thought the ramifications of these decisions through.
There's over 10,000 of us across the entire province today here on February 4th. On the 19th, we're coming back here again when all the members of provincial parliament come back from the winter break. And we're going to keep on coming back here again and again and again until free tuition and education are given to every student in this province.